Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So I recently bought myself this 20V Brushless Parkside impact driver from my local Lidl supermarket. So in this video I'll be doing an unboxing, testing and a review of this tool. Here it is, the Parkside Performance 20V cordless impact wrench. It looks like an impact driver to me because it has a 1/4 inch hex socket on it. But according to the box it's called an impact wrench. This is a bare unit. The battery and charger is not included here. I've bought that separately and the model is PDSSAP 20-LI D3. So it says on the box that it has a brushless motor, extra long life due to less wear and tear. So it's not a brushed motor, so there's no sparks in this one. And I definitely say that I prefer brushless to brushed tools. They seem to have more power and the battery tends to last longer, and they seem to have a more compact design in general as well. So the no load rotation speed is 0 to 3600 RPM, screw capacity M16, tool holder 1/4 inch hex socket. The torque max is 226 Newton meters, which is quite a lot for a small compact impact driver like this one. Torque levels 120, 150, 190 and 226 Newton meters, and the impact rate is 0 to 4300 BPM. And with this being the Parkside Performance range, it actually comes with a 5-year warranty. So this tool is great if you've already got the batteries and chargers that you need, if you're already on the Parkside cordless tool battery system. I'm not at the moment. I use mainly Einhell, so I went ahead and bought a 2 amp hour battery with a 2.4 amp charger kit. So to start off then, let's look at the case. Parkside Performance branding on the front. Decent case, not the strongest and thickest case ever, but it's quite rigid around the corners where you need it to be, and it's got a metal rod going through the hinges at the back here, so it should last. It has a handle on the front here and it's got 2 metal clasps, again with Parkside branding. And on the side it shows you what tool is inside the box, which is handy if you've got this on a shelf. I like the 2 clasps, they open really easily. And inside the case you've got room for the impact driver itself and a battery and a charger. And there's also some instructions in here. And if you look closely, there's little symbols here. There's a little impact driver symbol to show you where each bit goes. There's a symbol for a battery and there's the symbol for the charger. So as you can see, everything fits nicely in the case with room to spare. It's not too tight. I've had cases before with drills and impact drivers where you can't realistically get everything in without it just being too much of a pain, too inconvenient. With this one there's plenty of space. There's even room there for a larger capacity battery, plenty of room for the plug and all the wire in there, and there's even probably some extra room for a few extra bits for the impact driver as well. Now let's take a closer look at the impact driver or impact wrench. I've got the battery in. First impressions, it feels nice and compact. As you can see, the body at the top here isn't very big. I'll just measure it. The total length including the chuck is about 12.5 centimeters, around 5 inches. So nice and compact and small. It looks nice. I like the black look. Looks quite slick. The belt clip is quite big and generous, so if you use a belt clip a lot, it's a good strong belt clip, and it was already fitted on mine. So it's good to go with the belt clip. There's rubber to protect it along the top here. in case you drop it, and it has a nice thick rubberized handle. It's got the central lock, forward and reverse features, rubberized trigger. It has the keyless chuck which pulls out like so. Let's just put a bit in, so you pull it out, drop the bit in, let it go, and that's now locked in. That works well, nothing wrong with that. Overall, especially for the price, it looks like a nice impact driver. Feels good in the hand, it's not too heavy. Overall finish is good. I wouldn't say it's excellent. It does have a little bit of imperfection in the metal here on the front, but apart from that, it's pretty good. And you've got the light down here. Nice bright light, actually, very bright, very nice white bright light. It's currently on mode number 1. Press the button here, you can take it to 2, 3 and 4, and that will give you more power. So if you want to take, for example, a small screw and put it in and you don't want to split the wood, you can put it onto mode 1 and work it in slowly. But if you want to just drive in some big screws and you're not too worried, then you can put it on the maximum power setting on number 4. Let's see how easy it is to control the trigger. There seems to be around 6 different levels. Yeah, about 6 I think. Sounds typical of a brushless impact driver. Let's take it up to number 4. Yeah, so it's exactly the same on all 4 modes until you actually get the power down if you're driving something home. Just out of interest, I thought I'd put it next to my Einhell brushless impact driver. I've recently done a review on this one, and if you'd like me to do a comparison video on these 2 impact drivers, please let me know. But for this video I just wanted to briefly compare. You can see the Einhell body at the top is still smaller than the Parkside. Even though the Parkside is very small, the Einhell looks to be even smaller. Very similar in design overall, but I would say that the Einhell overall seems to be better made, to a higher standard, although it does cost more, so you would expect it to be. As you can see from the top here, the Einhell is stubbier and smaller. Parkside is a little bit longer. Quite similar at the back, both say brushless on them. Similar handles too. Here they are from the front, and as I was saying, if you look closely, the finish on the Parkside just isn't quite as good. You can see on the metalwork here there's imperfections, whereas the Einhell looks very neat and tidy. And the Einhell has 3 modes on the top here, power modes, and the Parkside has 4 modes on the bottom here. So now let's weigh it first with the battery on, so a 2 amp hour battery and the belt clip. And it weighs 1,428 grams, so under 1.5 kilos. And without the battery, it's reading 999 grams, so around a kilo with no battery. And that is pretty light. The battery light is now green, indicating that the battery is fully charged, so now it's time to give it a test. Okay, so that's about it then for this video. So my final conclusions on this impact driver. I think it's a really nice looking impact driver. I like the black and silver and red design. Really nice looking tool. It feels good in the hand. It's got a nice chunky rubberized handle, and because it's got that compact top, it's not only good for like compact spaces, but it also makes the impact driver a bit more balanced in the hand, so there's not too much body falling forward or backwards. It's quite nicely centralized and balanced. The keyless chuck works just fine. Overall finish is good, especially when you consider the price of this. This is not priced at a high-end impact driver sort of range, so overall it's good. And it has those modes, the 4 different modes, so if you want to do something, for example, delicate with your impact driver, it gives you the option to do so without doing any damage, without splitting wood, so you can control the power of this with those modes. And it has a pretty good torch as well. The light on it is pretty bright. So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.